cross over this crest. He will cross the line and will win the championship.
Is there a bit of a delay?
Hello race fans, and welcome to a very special event put on by SDC Motorsports. Here from v8sonline, I'm JD Smith, and with me this afternoon to call all the action is Kane Kraft, and we have an extremely wonderful itinerary of events planned. And before we get things done, we have some very special guests. Mr. Shaun Cole, we are going to be very happy to have him on with us in just a little bit to have a word with him. Kane, we got a lot of great things to happen even before we hit the racetrack.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show. It's a a special event here, special broadcast. Every once in a while, especially on week 13, we like to do something a little special, and that's what we're doing here today. The SDC's having their invitational race, and we're more than happy to broadcast this for them.
It's going to be a wonderful event. We do, as mentioned just a second ago, we do have Shaun Cole here with us. If we can, we'd like to get Shaun here with us to have a word with us before he gets ready to get in the car and get things going. So without further ado, let's see if we can get a copy from him. Shaun, you got a copy with us?
I sure do, JD. How you doing?
There he is. Hey, it's great to have you here on the show, Shaun. I'm doing wonderful, buddy. The big question is, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I mean, first of all, I'm here for this event, which is a good privilege, and I'm looking forward to the event. And it's cool being here. You guys asked me to be on the interview, and it was a privilege to be here. So, yeah, I'm excited in general for the whole thing.
We're so happy to have you. First of all, I just want to say thank you for coming, not only for this interview, but being a part of the SDC team with this event. We are really, truly happy. It's an honor to have you here on the show. First thing I want to know is, obviously, I haven't been able to see you or hear from you in the past 4 months, buddy. We all just kind of want to know how you been, what's been going on in the past 4 months.
That's a great question. I've been great. I just took a little time off to do some things. I had a lot of catching up on life to do, and then I just kind of had some big plans, and it was putting the wheels into motion, and a lot of hard work, actually. So I've been laying low, and I really haven't been out there talking to people much. So this is a unique opportunity. I'm actually kind of on camera for the first time in a very long time.
Yes, sir, and you look good, by the way. I have to say that, Shaun. You look good there. And I tell you something else I've noticed, buddy, is you have a new background there behind you. You want to tell me a little bit about what is all that we see back there?
Well, I guess this is the first sighting of my next or newest venture. This is the Sim Pit, and this is my new studio. And I have a new venture, and I'm just getting it underway. Probably going to launch. I was hoping for Sunday. I think it's going to be Monday or Tuesday. We'll get the website launched, and that's thesimpit.com. And it's going to be a really exciting sim racing related website.
And Shaun, that is the great news that I was hoping to hear. I'm real excited that you have all this new stuff coming. We're all excited to see it. So Sim Pit, that's going to be wonderful, buddy. And I hope you do get things going here in the next few weeks. We'll all be waiting for it. Now, one of the things I know some people like to know is you kind of have the dream job with this show. Tell us a little bit about the day in your life doing this new show.
You know, the new show will have similarities in many ways to the old show. And one thing you hit upon is that I have the dream job. And that is absolutely true. For 7 years, I've got to live the life of sim racing every day and being able to test some of the greatest products. And so, you know, not everybody can have every wheel or every pedal set or every sim for that matter. And just being able to play with everything, and sometimes earlier being the first to do it is really exciting. And being that I've been a sim racer for such a long time, it's perfect. It's the perfect job. And then just take it one step beyond that. As a sim racer, a lot of us are isolated. We play at home on our internet connections, and we have relationships. But I've actually been able to meet some of my heroes, some of the people who have been inspirations to me, people who I've been playing their sims or using their hardware for you know, well over a decade. And that means a lot to me as well. And again, a big part of it being the perfect or ultimate job, and something I just love waking up to do every day.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, that truly is a sim racer's dream, Shaun, and we just hope that you continue to do this. It's an amazing thing, and we're going to be happy just to have you back on a show. I'm really excited now with this new show that you're heading on to do here in Sim Pit. Is it going to be just Shaun Cole on camera?
That's a good question. In the beginning, it's going to be me. This is my show. I'm going to be hosting it. I am going to be driving the show. I'm going to be doing most of the work behind the scenes as well. But I do have a few tricks up my sleeve, and you might see some other cast of characters join the show from time to time, and it might even go beyond just the show itself. So who knows what we'll see, but you can count on me being here, that's for sure, and moving forward with it.
Absolutely. Well, I also want to bring in another good friend of mine, Mr. Sam Compton, one of our great members of SDC Motorsports. And I know that he has a few questions for you as well, buddy, from some of the iRacing community. So, Sam, do you have a copy with us, buddy?
I got you loud and clear, JD. Shaun, how are you?
I'm great. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Good, mate. Good to have you on board and good to hear the good news about the Sim Pit. I'm sure everyone is excited to hear it. I can see all the YouTube comments now, so everyone's really excited. So, good news.
We're all a little excited, I think.
That's right. Now, I've got a few questions here, mate. I'm going to run through you. First one is from Timothy Mather. Did you ever finish the button box?
The button box. That's a great question. That was one of the toughest projects I ever took on. I did not finish the button box in the manner that I wanted to finish the button box. I ended up calling it quits on, it was the Arduino board, so anybody who's not familiar with the piece, it was the Arduino board, and it was just sort of the low Didge Weasler way of making a button box. And it ended up so complicated, and I couldn't get all the features I wanted. And, you know, sim racing evolves very quickly, so if you take a year to make a button box, which shouldn't take a year, a lot of things come out while you're doing it that make the job so much simpler. So in the end, I actually went a different route that just sort of like put everything into place, buttoned it up, and I was done. So it was a little bit of a cop-out on my part, but honestly, I wasn't going to get exactly where I wanted on that path. But that's a great question because it was a very important piece to me because it was one of the few that I never finished my goal on.
All right, this is from Timothy Mather as well. He wants to know if you've been playing any other racing games lately or any games in general.
Another great question. You know, I'm a gamer at heart, and sim racing is where I take my gaming and my love for racing and I combine them. So I've been doing a lot of iRacing. I've been checking out some R Factor 2, some Assetto Corsa, but I've been more racing on iRacing when it comes to like most of my hours, my actual racing efforts. And then beyond that, I'm a gamer. I've been playing a lot of MLB baseball, and I love playing, you know, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, who doesn't? So I just game all the time for the most part, and, you know, getting to do this as a job, I do this during the day, and maybe I do some of that shooter stuff at night.
All right, now the question on everyone's fingertips. How is Jessica, and where is she? Will she make an appearance at the Sim Pit?
I have not talked to Jessica about getting an appearance on the Sim Pit. I haven't talked to Jessica in a little while. I heard last that she was doing wonderfully. I don't know if she got married or if she was planning on getting married, but I know she was in a very important relationship and that she had a lot of ventures well beyond sim racing and things that were more true to her heart and inspirational for her. And I know she went those directions and things were going very, very well last I spoke to her.
All right, that's some sad news for all the iRacers out there. All right, mate, we are running out of time, but here's a good one. This is from Cole Clements. What's your most embarrassing sim racing moment?
Oh, wow. You know, I get that opportunity like on a weekly or daily basis. I mean, there was a race just the other day, and I can't remember who it was, but I was looking in my mirrors a ton, and I was so angry at the guy behind me for just driving me so hard that I ended up doing the same thing to the guy ahead of me. And in the end, I was the guy who took the guy ahead of me out. And I was like, you know, everything, you know, I preach this all the time, and here I'm the guy doing it. Don't be that guy, and I was. So, I mean, just this week I had one of those. I mean, I used to run the Bull Run back in the day, which is a long endurance race, and you'll have, like, teammates waiting on the car. And maybe you're the first driver in a 12-hour race, and you put it into the wall and end the racing efforts. And all your teammates had put in weeks of effort, and in the first hour, you ruin it for everybody. So ultimately, those moments are the most embarrassing for me, or at least the hardest to live with.
All right, I'm just going to have one quick one here from Jason Perry. What is the best single piece of sim hardware you have ever used?
Wow. Okay. This is interesting. My favorite is actually combined, and it's because if you take the butt kicker and work with the Sim Vibe, it achieves a goal that I had been seeking in sim racing since I started, because I used to buy bigger bass woofers and bigger bass woofers to the point where neighbors and family were like screaming at me to turn down my thing. And all I was trying to get was certain vibrations from the sim, engine noise, curbing, things like that. And the butt kicker, as great as it is at doing the vibration, it solved the bass woofer problem, but it only worked on the sound. And that was only half of the game to me. It was having it be game driven. And for years I talk about this shows you what I don't know about sim racing. I'd say to Mark at butt kicker, when are you going to have a DLL driven butt kicker so my game drives it? And it wasn't a DLL. I was asking the right thing, just the wrong wording or terminology. And in the end, SimVibe provided that. So it's taking, and I don't know how many of you out there have tried it, but I mean, the software SimVibe from the guys at Sim Experience takes the butt kicker and basically gives my simulator life like I have never had out of any other product. I mean, triple screens are incredible too. It's hard to really define, but I mean, the way that works, I get the engine feedback that I need, so it's not only volume dependent. Or so that I even can hear some of the scrubbing noises so that the pivoting of my car isn't only visually dependent. So it's more than just a fun gadget, but when you get it really dialed in right for you in a particular car, it literally is a tool and something that you can use to actually improve your driving. So long-winded version, I'd say that.
Yeah, that's definitely my next upgrade. So, all right, well, I'm going to wrap it up here with me, Shaun. We've got 10 minutes till the race starts, and I know you haven't qualified, but I'll tell you now, I'm going to give you a free pass into the final race here because we took up all your time.
There
So I'll
you
throw it
go.
back. I'll throw it back to you, JD, and I'll see you on the track.
Thanks a lot. That's Sam Compton, everybody, from SDC Motorsports. Great guy. Shaun, I'm not going to hold you much longer either, buddy. I know you got to get out there. Just wanted to say thank you very much for this opportunity to get to talk to you. I know it won't be the last time, and we'll be looking for you real soon, buddy.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, JD, Kane, Sam, SD Motorsports, v8sonline. I just thank you so much for kind of getting me out there. And this is my first step out there, and I appreciate the opportunity. And I'm really looking forward to racing against some of these big names, Ray and Byron and Brian. And so anyway, I can't wait to jump in there and actually race. So anyway, thanks again.
Thanks a lot, buddy. And that is Shaun Cole, everybody, of Sim Pit now. That is some wonderful news. Kane, I know you're still there with me, buddy. We got a race to get ready for, so I think we're going to take a short little 2-second break, and then we'll be getting things cut over for race mode. If he's still there. I don't know if he's still there.
Thank you, guys. I'm jumping in the cockpit. Sorry.
No, you're great, buddy. You're great. Like I said, we're gonna cut just for a second and get ready for race. So, Ken Kraft, you still there, buddy?
Yep, I'm here. That's exactly right. We'll cut away for just a minute, and we will be right back with the race.
All right. Thank you, guys. See ya in just a few minutes. Hello, race fans, and welcome back here after that short break as we're at Okayama for an SDC Motorsport special here, as we have a special race here at the Okayama Speedway. And I love this place, Kane. I am JD Smith. With me is Kane Kraft. And Kane, I'm excited. We just had some wonderful news from Shaun Cole, and after a great interview, the guys are getting ready to get this thing started here at Okayama in the Legends car. So we got a little something new today.
Yeah, the Legends car on the road track's definitely going to be fun to watch. It's got a lot of great drivers here, and I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Yeah, they got a lot of great talent out there on the track. It's going to be really fun to watch how these guys, especially some of these big names, they don't really, I'm assuming they don't spend a lot of time in the Legends, Kane, especially not on road courses. So this is going to really be a nice event to watch, a real fun event to watch. You got guys that normally drive ovals, you got guys that normally drive road courses. Everybody brings a little bit something different to the table. It'll be really fun to watch. It's going to be a little bit different format than usual though, Kane. We got a special 10 lap, we got like a round one, a round two, and then we'll have a final, and it's a little different.
Yeah, the way they're doing it is really pretty neat. If all goes well, this should be very cool.
Yeah, it should be really neat, and I know we have a special pace car driver. I want to give him a shout out. It's Sam Compton there from SDC Motorsports. He'll be driving the special SDC Motorsport pace car, and so that is something unique that we don't get to see a lot of time, is a human-driven pace car. Now, some of the names in this race, right now they're still finishing up qualifying. The top driver right now, the best speed all day, has been Ray Alfalla in his number 2 Legends machine. Then Harrison Whittlitz, excuse me, I don't want to mess you up there, Harrison, I apologize. And third, Nigel Baines in the times there. So there's your top 3 so far. We got Byron Daly, another big name there. He's 4th. Michael Fulcher in 5th. Marty Carroll putting a great time up in 6th. 7th at the moment is Mark Anderson, Chuck Johnson 8th. 9th, Simon Black and Brian Blackford in 10th at the moment. We'll see how those things kind of mellow out. A couple honorable mentions that are close to that top 10. Guto Calvera is 11th, Shaun Cole 12th, and Sam Maxwell 13th. Brooks Westfall 14th, and Trevor Holder 15th. Now, this will be starting up real shortly. Kane, anything special about this race you think we might see today? I think one of the things we might see is, I think we might see some funny, there won't be cautions obviously, but I think we might see some funny incidents that we may not see in other races. I know one thing, Kane and myself normally do the V8's America Series. If you haven't seen any of our broadcasts yet, we really are happy to have you here at Okayama with us for this special event. And we normally do the V8's America Series and, of course, the NASCAR iRacing Series, the Open Series on Wednesday nights. So watching these legends go around the track is a little bit different than what we normally are used to. So it's kind of funny hearing a little different sounding engine and a funny looking car going around a road course.
Yeah, like I said, it's definitely going to be something unique for us to watch these Legends on a road course. Now they do, the week 13 is pretty big for Legends on road courses. They run there frequently, but it's not something we see broadcast very often. I know that v8sonline in Australia's broadcast some races with the Legends cars, but this will be our first time. It's definitely going to be unique.
We say that, buddy. It's time to start gridding. The official qualifying session is over, and the pole did end up going into the hands of Ray Alfalla. You guys know him from the Peak Antifreeze Series, big-time pro driver in the Gen 6 car. Awesome skills there for Ray Alfalla, and he will take the pole in this special SDC event. So we'll keep a close eye on that number 2 machine all day long, as he is the pole sitter. Harrison Wildalitz is starting second, Nigel Baines third. Now, Kane, I see the pace car out there on the track. Now, this looks like it's going to be a rolling start.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this first race here will take off as a rolling start with the iRacing pace car, and all the paces from here on out will be SDC pace car.
And that's going to be really interesting to see. Now, here we are. I'll go ahead and read out our starting grid since we have a pace lap. It's going to be Ray Alfalla and Harrison Wildalitz in the starting row. Row 2 will consist of Nigel Baines and Byron Daly on the outside. In row 3, it will be Michael Fulcher and Marty Carroll. Starting in the 7th position will be Mark Anderson and Chuck Johnson starting 8th. Simon Black starts 9th, and rounding out your top 10 is Brian Blackford. Guto Cavera starts in the 11th spot, with 12th belonging to Shaun Cole. Sam Maxwell will start 13th as Brooks Westfall gets the 14th spot. And in the 15th spot starting will be Trevor Holder. Ronald Finley will be 16th. Alan Piazza will be 17th. Chuck Ernest will be 18th. Starting in the 19th spot will be Chad Sandsteed, and Marty Atkins will be 20th as the cars start to roll off. In the 21st position, Steve Smith Jr. and 22nd, Brooks Morris. And that is how the field lines up. So let's keep our eyes out there. Everybody getting really excited for this wonderful event that we have, and we got some really neat paint schemes out there, Kane. Special SDC Motorsport paints on some of the SDC guys. I noticed Nigel Baines has a great looking paint on his Legends car, and it looks really good. Nigel will be in the number 36 car today, so we'll keep a close eye on him as well. And here we are, the start of the first lap. The pace car is in, and Ray Alfalla leads the field. The start of the first lap of the SDC Invitational has begun. And we already have trouble, Kane. It's in the back of the field, and I want to say that was no, it wasn't Marty Atkinson. I apologize. That was Chad Sandsteed, who had a spin around at the beginning. I think he just got a little too aggressive there in the number 76 car, Kane, as Chad Sandsteed just got loose on exit and spun that bad boy out. No damage on the car. He will rejoin the road without any damage. Now, as the lap continues out front, Ray Alfalla has a nice sized little lead at the beginning, probably about 6 car lengths ahead of Harrison Wildalitz, who is second. Back in third, Nigel Baines holds off Byron Daly for the moment, and behind him is Michael Fulcher in the number 27 machine. Marty Carroll is closely behind. He's currently in the 6th place, and Marty Carroll is in the number 3 car. So one lap is complete here, Kane, and Ray Alfalla out front. He is the official first leader of the race.
Yeah, as everybody probably remembers if you watched the broadcast on Friday, that our new overlays don't work with the new build of iRacing, so we're getting those fixed. I'm using a very old set of overlays right now, so that's why it looks a little different than what you're used to seeing, but we're at least bringing you the broadcast, and we've got some graphics here for you. And
we don't need fancy overlays to make this cool race.
That's right. As long as we've got JD, we're good.
We'll be just fine, guys. Thank y'all so much for joining in for the SDC Invitational. We are really happy. It's such a special event, as Kane and myself are both members of SDC Motorsports, and it's just wonderful to have this event. It's a lot of guys put in a lot of time and effort for this, and they all really deserve a big pat on the back. You're just completing the 2nd lap, Kane, and this first round is only 10 laps, so this is going to be pretty much a heat run here for the first part. But you got to keep your car in this thing, so you got to kind of be careful. Even though it's a heat run, it's not the end of the day, so you got to keep all 4 tires rolling clean. You don't want to get anything bent up. right now out front. Still Ray Alfalla has a nice lead, about a 1.3 second lead over Harrison Whittlitz, and he's in second with a close battle, and Nigel Baines there in second. It's a nice little 3-car battle for the second position right now. It is between Harrison, Nigel Baines, and Byron Daly. These 3 cars really looking good at the moment, all fast and good. Also, Michael Fulcher and Marty Carroll can be thrown in there, Kane. Those cars are fast as well. Marty's starting to slip off a little bit, but I know how Marty is. He's just doing exactly what Marty wants to do. He's got bigger plans for the long haul.
Well, it's a tough group of guys tonight. There's a lot of fast guys here tonight. Ray Alfalla definitely showing that he's not stuck to the oval racing. He's out here leading it with a big group of heavy hitters on the roadside. So nice job for Ray.
And we got some great side-by-side racing with Brooks Westphal and Guto Calvera for the 12th position. And what a close battle for both of the SDC members. They were side-by-side big time for 2 turns there. And Guto gets the best of them as he pulls up into the 12th spot. Great battle for position. Right behind Brooks is Sam Maxwell. He looks like he was getting ready to challenge Brooks, but Brooks Westphal finds a little bit of pace and starting to pull away. Another great battle for position between Brian Blackford and Chuck Johnson. The 8th place battle is, or the battle for 8th position, starting to heat up now as Brian Blackford is trying to hold off Chuck. It's a good little battle here.
Yeah, it is. These oval guys are really showing that they are pretty good at these road races.
That was some great news as we talked to Shaun Cole prior to the race. Such great news for him. And we got Ray Alfalla has fallen back, Kane. He has, something has happened, and he has fallen back to about 9th position. So Ray Alfalla back in the 9th position at the moment, and we'll have to keep a close eye on him. He's in danger of losing another position as Chuck Johnson is trying to make his way around him to move up into the 8th position. Not quite sure what happened to Ray. I'll have to try to check on that. I don't see any major damage or anything. He may have just gotten loose, and kind of what we saw at the beginning of the race there. So our new leader for the moment is Harrison Whittlitz, and in second is Nigel Baines. We got a really good battle for the lead going right now, Kane. The number 23 machine of Harrison Whittlitz has done a great job of holding Nigel Baines off. He really looks good to this point. At the beginning, it looked like it was going to be all Ray Alfalla, but as we can see, even the best can slip up. And right now, we see our first car going a lap down, and that is Alan Piazza a lap down. Now I got you, buddy. There he is. I didn't know what happened to you.
Yeah, iRacing is having a horrible problem with overlays. It don't matter which overlays I'm using. It has a memory leak or something. Oh, terrible contact between the 15 and the 10.
And that's Mark Anderson in the number 10 machine. He is still on the side of the road. He will have to get a tow back to pit road. Man, that's tough news for Mark Anderson, Kane. As you know, Mark had a tremendous start. He was in the 6th position at the time of the incident, and that is very tough. The other one was Brian Blackford, I believe. Didn't you say the 10 and the 15?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so Brian is doing just fine at the moment. He is actually okay. His car doesn't look to be really bad off, but we'll see. We'll keep a close eye on that 15 car. Oh, he gets loose and gets into some more contact, Kane. He is spun out and off the track. Brian Blackford will now have to try to cut across the track to get the pits. I don't think that thing's running. I think he blew the motor.
Yeah, it sounded to me like it blew the motor.
Yeah, now we got more trouble as we go back just a little bit further, and that is Trevor Holder, and he lost in that final turn there. That Mike Knight corner is really hurting some guys as they come around Mike Knight. Well, he's turned back around, and the SDC Motorsport driver, Trevor Holder, back straight and moving again. We'll have to keep an eye on him as well, as he really spun out there. He really lost control.
Ray Fowler had a little bit of trouble as well, as he finds himself back in the sixth place position now.
Yeah, Kane, that's when I started to lose you there on the audio. I couldn't get a response from you. I couldn't find out what exactly happened to Ray. He started out with definitely the fastest pace, as we just now on lap 8. And we only have 2 more laps to go in this first, 2 more laps in this first round. So we'll try to keep a close eye on everything. But that 2 car of Ray Alfalas was very fast off the get-go, and something happened as he lost 7 positions, I apologize. Something had happened. I don't know if he lost control, but he has already moved up 1 spot, or I'm sorry, he's went from 8th all the way up to 6th in just a lap's time. So he's found the speed again. He's just going to have to rework that way up towards the front.
Martin Curl and Mike Fulcher definitely having a great battle up here for that 4th position.
Yeah, these two really going at it now.
Where's Byron Daly?
Byron Daly is right there leading them. Byron Daly in the 3rd position. He's in the 93 machine. And right behind them in the number 27 car is Michael Fulcher. And then, of course, following them is Marty Carroll in the SDC Motorsports Legend, the number 3 car. Byron Daly does a great job to get away from this. It's a 3-car battle. He's going to try to just make it a 2-car battle and try to skate away. He's found a nice little pace here as of the last half lap or so.
Yeah, these guys are doing a great job in these squirrely little Legends cars. These things are pretty difficult to drive, and these guys, of course, these are all some seriously great drivers, but they're making it look easy.
Oh, we got a car turned around, Kane, and it almost was a scary moment there for Shaun Cole. He did just fine getting around the crash driver of, it was not Simon Black, I apologize, Brooks Morris, who got spun around and was stopped in the middle of the track. Simon Black avoided him as well as Shaun Cole, and good job by both. Simon Black, who is in the 8th position, and Shaun Cole, who started the race in 12th. Now he rides in 9th, so pretty good start there for Shaun Cole. He's holding his own out there in his new SimPit Legends machine.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. He's making some pace, and it's not an easy thing to do in these cars. So he's staying with the field and passing cars and doing a great job.
And that new car looks good. I like the new SimPit Legend there.
Simon Black's got a nice looking ride as well. Speed Channel Ford looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, let me check that old Simon Black in the double knot. Yes, sir. Boy, these Legends cars are so fun. Like you said, they're tough to drive around these road courses because they can get loose in a hurry. But they're a little top heavy. So that's what gets them sometimes, but they're so fun to drive. And we just finished our first round with Harrison Wowdlitz in the 1st position, followed by Nigel Baines in 2nd, Byron Daly in 3rd, 4th Michael Fulcher, Marty Carroll 5th, Ray Alfala 6th, Chuck Johnson 7th, 8th Simon Black, Shaun Cole 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Brooks Westfall. Guto Calvera 11th, 12th Sam Maxwell, Marty Atkins 13th, 14th Ronald Finley, 15th Joel Putty, Trevor Holder in 16th, 17th is Chuck Ernest, 18th Brooks Morris. Chad Sandsteed is 19th, and Mark Anderson rounds out the 20th. It was Steve Smith Jr., who is 21st, and Alan Piazza 21st. 22nd Alan Piazza, and Brian Blackford is the 23rd car. Now, The guys are followed by pace car driver and a special, awesome-looking pace car, might I add. That is an awesome custom pace car there of Sam Compton of SDC Motorsports. He is driving the pace car today. And, boy, he's got a super slow pace right now, Kane, driving at only 26 miles an hour, about 25. Getting the guys to grid back up. They're going to have to do this without the added normal help of a race center that they normally have up on the screen for them. Now you see your lap cars. They're going to let them get a wave around to get back on the lead lap. Is that what I'm seeing? Yes, it is. It looks like they're going to get back around, Kane.
Yeah, there's definitely a plan there. I'm not sure if they're going back around or if they're going to the pits. I know that only the top few drivers, or the top few drivers, qualify for the next round, and then they race again for another top. I believe it's 6 drivers, and then another 6 drivers qualified through the 2 rounds.
Yeah, so yeah, that's how it goes. Tell me a little bit. So it's like an elimination after each round.
Like heat races. We got as far as I understood it, it was going to be the first heat race. We had six drivers that qualified into the main race, and then second heat race, 6 drivers qualify into the main race, and then the third race is the main race, and they're going to run 3 rows of 4.
So they got to make that. That's going to be crazy. Or 4 rows of 3. Are they going to be 4 wide?
No, 3 wide. You're right. 4 rows of 3.
Okay. So that's going to be intense there to make that final 12 cars. That's going to be pretty intense final there. So this next round is going to be very tough. I see cars going into the pits now. Our leader is going in, Harrison Watt. Or am I saying that right, Kane? Is it Whittlitz?
I would say that's right, but I'm not real sure. Harrison Whittlitz looks right.
I just want to make sure, Harrison, you definitely deserve some awesome credit there, buddy, as you're leading the race. And he goes into the pits right now. Also, Byron Daly heading into the pits, Ray Alfala in the pits as well. So we'll kind of keep an eye on what's happening around the track as these guys go in to the pits, get a little fuel and some tires. Now, I'll tell you what, we do have Sam Compton there to, I know he's busy driving the pace car right now. We may have to bring him in for some questioning after they restart. Just to kind of ask him about how it is driving that pace car.
And what a beautiful looking pace car. I definitely want to give out a big thank you to Matthew Nethercoat for painting the pace car for the guys at SDC Motorsports. He did a fantastic job. That's a beautiful looking car, and I know that they really appreciate the work that he put into that car for them.
Matthew Nethercoat, for those of you that may not have ever known, this guy has a true talent, and he creates some of the best skins out there on iRacing. They're amazing. He deserves all the credit in the world. It's these awesome paints that make our sim even better, Kane. And as the guys start to re-grid up here, it's just amazing to me the work that he does. It just is so detailed. He doesn't shortcut it. It's just awesome work. So as the drivers come by, we got Chuck Johnson right now is in the front. Of course, this is all subject to change. Simon Black, Brooks Westfall, Guto Calvera in the front, Sam Maxwell, and we'll see how they readjust here in a minute as the leaders that pitted ended up going to the back of the line. We'll see what happens this time by. The pace car still out. Oh no, I hope Marty Carroll's going to be all right, Kane. It looks like he may have had a connection issue.
Yeah, it does look like Marty Carroll. Something happened there. He's definitely lost connection to the server.
And he did have a great start to this race. He started the race in 6th position and held it for a long time.
And they're off. Chuck Johnson with a great start. Looks like our pace car forgot to turn off there, and so he's going to go ahead and go around the track in front of these guys.
He's got a little bit faster car, so he'll be just fine.
Oh, we got V8. 2 wide through the turn there, and it looks like we're getting ready to go 3 wide there. Shaun Cole's right in the mix with a 3-car battle.
Tell you what, Shaun Cole being really brave there with Chuck Johnson and Brooks Westphal. This is an awesome battle for position. Right now on the inside is Simon Black. Simon with a great move on the inside. Now the 41 machine cuts right in front of Shaun Cole's Legends car there in the number 11. And this is a tight battle for position up at the front. And just now we're going to have to count the laps. This is lap 1 being complete now. And goodness gracious, these guys are really tight.
So far, it looks like Guido Colavera is right in that 6th spot there, the last of the transfer spots.
Yeah, that's going to be the position we're really going to need to keep an eye on, is that 6th position. And tell you what, you got to go back and remember when we interviewed Shaun Cole, he did not have hardly any time to qualify, Kane. And as I go back and look, he still was able to get 12th. That's pretty good. He had just a little bit of time to qualify and pulled out a good result. And I tell you what, Mark Anderson now, he's in the 5th position, and now he's looking really good. He looks like he may be trying to get around the SimPit Legends car.
Yeah, Mark, another driver that's having a fantastic race in the Legends car today. And Shaun Cole right in front of him. I am just really impressed with Shaun and him coming onto this thing with hardly any practice. We took up a lot of his practice time and his qualifying time. He still did a great job, so kudos to Shaun. Brooks Westphal, the SDC driver in front of him, doing a fantastic job, and Simon Black in that fantastic looking black speed channel car. He's just having a great race in the 2nd race, but Chuck Johnson is running away with it all.
Yeah, Chuck Johnson out front right now, and Chuck's looking really good. Has no worries at the moment. All he's got to do is just hang on, and he's in that number 127 Legends car, and he's got the TSBG Snap-on Legends machine, and he's riding out right now. He has no worries, Kane. As long as he can just hold on and be smooth, he may be all right this round.
Yeah, these cars are kind of squirrely, and as we've seen, it just takes just a little bit of a snap to really get these things goofy, and you can be in the lead by 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden you're back and forth, 5th, 6th place, just from getting a little sideways, because these things are kind of goofy. But
oh man, look at here, Mark Anderson trying to get on the inside of Shaun Cole. Now we got a car going wide. It looks like Brooks Westphal maybe, and oh boy, this is close. Really close between these 3 positions, Kane. This is very close between cars 3. Oh, and now we got a car over on the grass. Oh, no.
yeah, Brooks Westphal getting off onto the grass a little bit definitely cost him 3 positions there as a number of drivers get by. He is going to try to get on the inside there and prevent the 13 car of Guido Colavera from getting by, but he's not able to. Guido did make the position and now finds himself in that 5th position.
Yeah, this is really important right now because now we have the top 6 guys that run like this.
Whoa.
Oh, we got a spun out car. Is it Nigel Baines, the 36 car?
No, it is Guido Colavera, looks like.
It was the 13 machine, and Kane, he somehow kept that thing going.
He did. He got us spun around real quick and got the momentum back up. Finds himself in 8th place, and that's fantastic considering that he spun that car completely around.
Yeah, what a save. He's in danger of falling another position right now, but what a save. He's got Marty Atkins in the number 26 Legends car right behind him. Now up on the inside, the number 15 machine makes a move. That's Brian Blackford. He just made a move around Ray Alfalla. Now these guys are coming up from the rear. they already have earned their spot into the final, so they have no worries. That is why they started in the rear. Simon Black now is still holding down second place. He's starting to gain on leader Chuck Johnson a little bit. Let's see if he tries to get up there and maybe just want to get up there and try to get a win here in the second race. Or
yeah,
second round.
That is Martin Carroll up ahead of him. He did get his connection back and his back end. He finds himself 2 laps down, but a great effort from Marty to come back in and put in some laps anyway.
That's great news. Nigel Baines now in luck as he is in the 6th position, and right now he would qualify for that second or the final after this second round. It'll be very crucial to see if he can hold on to that. He has Sam Maxwell, who's a little far behind back there in 7th, and Guto Colvera. Remember, he spun out and kept the car going. He rides in 8th.
Yeah, Nigel's got almost 4 seconds ahead of Sam. That is good news for Nigel. That with him being in that 6th place position in that final transfer spot. Yeah, that having 3.5 seconds over Sam, that gives you that much room to breathe.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I'm going to do a quick rundown in case some of the overlays may be confused at the format we're running. So I'm going to do a quick rundown of the positions really fast. All right, leading the race is Chuck Johnson with Simon Black in 2nd, Mark Anderson 3rd, Shaun Cole runs in 4th. Brooks Westphal is 5th, 6th, Nigel Baines. Sam Maxwell runs in the 7th position with Guto Colvera in 8th. Brian Blackford runs in the 9th position with Ray Alfalo rounding out the top 10. Byron Daly runs 11th with Harrison Whittlitz in 12th. Marty Atkins in the 13th position with Joel Putty in 14th. Michael Fulcher in the 15th spot with Trevor Holder in 16th. 17th, Chuck Ernest 18th, Brooks Morris. Ronald Finley 19th, and Alan Piazza rounds out your top 20. Chad Sandsteed 21st, Marty Carroll 22nd, and Steve Smith Jr. 23rd. That is how they run. Now we're on lap 20, but that you can't count it that. What it really is we're 4 laps until the end of this second round. If I'm correct, Kane, I believe it is. We restarted on what was lap 14, or 4. Yeah, 14.
Those 3 guys still having a heck of a battle there. Shaun Cole leads the way in that 4th place position with Brooks Westphal and Nigel Baines working hard on that position.
Side action
Nigel,
right now, Kane.
Yeah, Nigel really working hard to try to take that position from Brooks Westphal, and he gets it.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Got the number 76 machine of Chad Sandsteed, just trying to keep out of the way there. He was doing a good sportsmanship move as these guys are battling really hard for position. Now the number 36 machine of Nigel Baines moves into the 5th spot and now has his eyes set on the number 11 of Shaun Cole.
Yeah, Nigel's found some serious pace there. He is working hard on Shaun Cole already. As God, he is just right on the bumper there. Shaun's doing a great job staying ahead though, but he's going to have nerves of steel with Nigel Baines on his bumper.
That's absolutely right. And right now we got a side-by-side drag race down through the start-finish line. Nigel Baines gets out there. He will have the inside. We're going to go 3 wide here at Okayama, and Nigel Baines gets it, but the number 41 machine of Brooks Westphal gets ahead of Shaun Cole, but just for the moment. Shaun tucks in behind, and yes, Brooks Westphal does take the position.
Yeah, that was a great move by Brooks to just follow Nigel right on through, and that kind of forced Shaun out on the outside and to the slower lane of traffic, and he was able to follow him right on through. Yeah, nice pass by Brooks.
Yeah, that was very nice. And now that prestigious, or not prestigious, but a very important position of 6th place is belonging to Shaun Cole. And now he is the final car that would advance to the final. And so Sam Maxwell still back in the 7th position. He leads the train of cars behind. But there is still quite a bit of a gap with only about 2 laps remaining here in the second heat.
Yeah, Sam Maxwell staying about that same amount of distance back, about 3.5 seconds from that pack of cars up ahead. So Shaun still has some breathing room in that final transfer position.
Tell you what, our front three cars have really come together now. Simon Black and Mark Anderson have caught up to leader Chuck Johnson now, and there's kind of a three-way little battle here for the lead.
Yeah, Mark Anderson's done a fantastic job catching up to those guys, and it won't be long until he's putting the pressure on Simon Black there for that second position.
Yeah, for this second heat too, Kane, the white flag will be waving this time by. So they're blistering it, although they're just really trying to get into that final race. You want to win one of these heat races. And now, Kane, it looks like we might have some side-by-side racing, but it just didn't develop. Simon Black looked like he might have had a good run on our leader, and here he is. Chuck Johnson's got a little bit of pressure on his heels now. Simon Black really trying to move up. The double knot black machine of Simon Black trying to move around the black 127 machine of Chuck Johnson, who will win this race on the final lap here. And it is close. It's closer than you think, Kane. Mark Anderson back there in third. And this is going to come down really to the final turn. Can Simon Black get another big push to try to win this thing? Shaun Cole back in that final sixth position and in no threat at the moment of being put down out of that top six. He has Brian Blackford now, who is ahead. And it looks like our pace car is getting ready to head back out as Chuck Johnson will cross the line first. Simon Black in second. Third, it goes to Mark Anderson. Fourth, Nigel Baines. Fifth, Brooks Westfall. And the final spot earned into the final here is going to go to Shaun Cole. So what a great job by these guys here in this second heat, Kane. We got some big names in this final.
Yeah, that was a fantastic race. I'm just stoked at how well these guys are performing in this Legends car. And Okayama, this short track, has proven to be a great track for these guys.
Yeah, that's one thing we didn't mention is they're running the short track. It's really fun in these Legends cars. Like I've just watching them is making me want to go get in this thing and just go ride around a couple laps. So as the guys reorganize and reconfigure, just talk a little bit about what we've seen here. I want to throw a couple thanks out. Again, I want to thank Shaun Cole for coming and giving us that wonderful interview pre-race. It was good to see him and have a chance to chat with him about his new endeavors. He's going to have a great things ahead for Shaun. You got to believe that, Kane. And as those guys head in the pits and get rejuiced up and get retired, it'll get ready for this final. Let's see Ray Alfala and company staying out, though. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, they should be setting the grid up here for the final race. That I think we're going to not have a whole lot of laps here on this final race, but setting the grid should happen during this lap here, and we should have a 9 lap race going for this final run.
Yeah, it's going to be a really big race to the end too. You got guys that may have held back some here, and they won't be holding back on this last final heat run here for all the marbles here in the SDC Invitational. And what a great event when you get invited only. I love when you have invite only races, Kane. They make for some really great races.
Yeah, and this one turned out really well. A number of cars showed up. I was really impressed with the field that we had show up today, and the time slots that these guys are racing in, because we got worldwide drivers in here. We've got quite a few drivers from Australia, several drivers from Europe and Germany, and then of course the American drivers. So to get a time slot where all these different drivers from the different parts of the world could join and race, it was great to see that they took all that into consideration for this race.
Yeah, it's really hard to do too. I mean, you think about just getting your family together to do something. You got guys here from all over the globe, and they're all here in this race. This is just a special event. It's strictly for pride, and it's awesome. It's so great. This is some of the biggest names in sim racing here today, and it's just a great event. We want to thank everybody that's been here with us all broadcast long. Every time that Kane mentioned earlier, every time we get a new build from iRacing, it does make iRacing better, but it makes it hard on us broadcasters as some of the code changes and kind of messes up some of the overlays and things like that. But I don't care. With a great event like this, you don't need the special effects. You just need to have great racing, and that's what we got. It has been awesome so far, and I can't wait for this. I've never seen this in sim racing. A 3-wide start, Kane. As some of the guys get started in the grid up in 3 wide now, we should see the rest join up soon. They're in the pits right now. And
we will only have 12 drivers for this final race, so there is, looks like 11 of them there now, so one driver seems to be missing. Here, well, there is one driver missing. I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay, I'm seeing 7 right now.
Well, I've got them all on that lap. I'm looking at a different screen, but I am showing 11 drivers on that same lap.
Oh,
it looks like Shaun Cole and Brooks Westphal are trying to catch up there.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Here we see it right now. They're catching up, and as our wonderful pace car driver Sam Compton is doing a great job in the painted by Matthew Nethercoat design pace car, doing a good job leading them around here. As Kane mentioned, we should have about 12 laps here in the final. Is that what it is for sure, Kane? I believe it will be.
I don't know if they can reset the laps. I think it's going to end up being however many laps are left, unless they can bump those laps up. But
Wes, what I'm wanting to know is how many is it? How many did they set?
Well, we're showing 8 laps remaining at this point.
Okay, so that is what it'll be then. 8 laps remaining, and that's going to be, when you only have 12 cars, that's all you're going to need. This is going to be intense.
That is a beautiful lineup there. 3 wide, 4 deep, and these guys are fixing to go green.
Yeah, this is the first time I have ever seen the 3 wide racing in a man-made or a human-driven pace car for the first time in sim racing. They're doing a really good job organizing that, and we're not green yet. We'll see if they take off here, and they do. The pace car's taking off. So here we are, guys, 3 wide for the SDC Invitational. It's the final here, and here come the Legends cars.
That was a beautiful start there by Harrison. And Nigel Baines there in second. I'll let you get Harrison's name right, because I stumble on it badly every time I even look at it. But Mark Anderson in the 3rd place, doing a great job to get up there in the 3rd place, with Ray Alfala in 4th.
And now, guys, it's really tight from the front to the back, starting to get a little single file, a little bit of side-by-side racing in the, we'll call it the second half of the field back there. Ray Alfala trying to make his way around Mark Anderson at the moment. That number 2 orange Legend car of Ray really trying to get moving. He was extremely fast at the very first heat run and was really fast in the second heat as well. We just didn't pay attention to him because he had already qualified. He moved up through the field pretty rapidly, Kane. And that's what we're seeing right now. Up at the front, it is Harrison Whittlitz, and he obviously won that first heat run. And here he is in the number 23 machine, looking really good with Nigel Baines on his tail. Back
Nigel
in third,
Baines
Mark
done a
Anderson
great
and Ray
job
Alfala side by side, Kane. It's going to be Ray Alfala just edging out Mark Anderson in a very close side-by-side battle.
Yeah, great job to both those guys for getting that maneuver done clean there. It looked like it took a little bit of give and take by each of them to get that pass done clean there.
Boy, this thing is very, very, very fast. This will be over in a heartbeat. Ray Alfala pushing as hard as he can. His next target is trying to catch Nigel Baines as Nigel looks ahead to Harrison Whittlitz. And this is it, guys. Keep your eyes. You don't want to miss it. Byron Daly in the back trying to get around Simon Black. This is a great battle for position as the double knot machine of Simon Black tries to hold off Byron Daly in the number 93. And I thought we had a little bit of contact, but it's okay back there with Shaun Cole, all as well, as those guys try to catch up. This is how they run at the moment, Kane. Harrison Whittlitz is in the lead with Nigel Baines in second. Ray Alfalla is in third. Fourth is Mark Anderson. Fifth is Chuck Johnson, and Simon Black back there in sixth, being followed closely by Byron Daly. Michael Fulcher back in eighth. Brooks Westphal in ninth. Sam Maxwell in 10th, and Shaun Cole in 11th.
Sam Maxwell got just a little sideways there. I'm not sure if any contact was made there by Shaun Cole, but Shaun gains another position, gets himself up into the 10th spot. Brooks Westphal off the track there. That might give Shaun Cole the space he needs to get another position and get up into that 9th position.
Yeah, good. That might be exactly what he needs. Side by side right now, Shaun Cole does have a tiny bit of an advantage. On the inside, though, will be Brooks. Who's going to get it as they head down towards the start-finish line through Mike Knight Corner? It's going to be Shaun Cole. Now back out towards the front. The heat is starting to rise between Ray Alfalla and Nigel Baines as these two close in for the top three. The battle for second is about to start. Now, if that were to happen, that's really going to free things up for Harrison Whittlitz as he is in the lead. He wants to see those two battle it out. Because not much remains. What do you have, 5 laps left, Kane, I believe?
4 laps to go.
4 laps now. Woo! This thing's heating up in a hurry, and Ray is on the move.
Nice in-car camera shot now with on board with Ray Alfalla. Really shows how much he's got to work that wheel in this car to keep that thing going straight. He is really working that thing.
Excellent onboard footage by Kane Kraft here, and we don't normally get to see the inside of a Legends car, so this is really neat. Look at this strong right-hander here as start the lap right there behind Nigel Baines. Can he get what he needs to get the pace up just a hair to get up there and get ahead of Nigel? He's not far from the leader, Harrison Whittlitz, either, Kane. This is a really close race between the top 3. Man, beautiful driving. You're right, he really is having to work that wheel on the onboard camera. Really shows it as he gets right on the bumper. Now moves to the inside of Nigel Baines. Can he get enough momentum through the turn? He does great through the apex, and now looks like he has made the pass.
Yeah, a little bit of touch there. Just the bumpers just barely hooked there as they went through the turn. I mean, that was just the slightest bit of touch there, but it was just enough to wiggle Nigel's car and get Ray Alfalla around and into that second position.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for Nigel Baines, but he's still holding third strong. Now we'll see if Ray Alfalla can catch up to Harrison Whittlitz. Now, Harrison has been pretty much the fastest car all day that I've seen. He won the first race, they'll say consistently. At one point, Ray Alfalla's car had to be the fastest. He's our pole sitter from the original start of the Invitational. And right now, he's got a strong push to get up there to Harrison Whittlitz. Also, Mark Anderson is now trying to get into that third position. He wants a podium finish now as he tries to get around Nigel. Oh, Simon Black now coming into the picture as well. We got a 3-way battle for third place.
I'm showing Simon Black out in the pits. That's Mark Anderson.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Or
Mark
Chuck
Anderson.
Johnson.
Yeah, Chuck Johnson, not Simon Black.
Not sure what happened to Simon Black there as he found himself into the pits. Must have got into an accident there.
Yeah, something happened. Now on the inside, Mark Anderson trying to get ahead of Nigel Baines, but not going to happen. Not right now, at least. Nigel really takes a wide turn there, and it pays off. I thought he might have went a little too wide there, but it actually worked just fine. He holds the position. Nigel really wanting to hold on and get a podium here. Checking back on the front 2 cars, it's Harrison Whittlitz at the moment. There's about a 3-car gap in between the 2 drivers, and you got to think with these small cars, that's not a lot of space, Kane. Anything can still happen. And what are we now, down to 2 laps?
Well, no, this is the last lap. We're coming
Final
around
lap.
the last corner here. Harrison Whittlitz has the lead as they come around the last turn.
And this is it right now. Harrison Woodlitz is holding on for the final stretch here on the straightaway here at Okayama, and it looks like it will be Harrison Woodlitz winning the SDC Invitational. Ray Alfala comes across closely in second. Nigel Baines will get third. Mark Anderson fourth, with Chuck Johnson in fifth. Byron Daly will come across in sixth, and here comes Shaun Cole in seventh. Eighth is Sam Maxwell, and Brooks Westfall ninth as he slams into the wall. And Simon Black will come across in 10th, and then Michael Fulcher will be scored in 11th. That is how the final round here goes. And what a great invitational this has been, Kane. A truly entertaining one. It was a very different. Sorry, I thought we might have had 2 laps left. My counter, of course, was off because of the way that the format was with the human pace car. But what an incredible race all the way to the end there. I didn't know if Ray was going to catch him. I tell you what, if we could have added that other 2 laps, who knows what would have happened. But big congratulations to Harrison Woodlitz on a win here as he drives around the track right now. Him and Ray having a little fun out there. Here goes the famous burnout now by Harrison Woodlitz in the number 23 Legends machine. And you can really do an awesome burnout in these cars, Kane.
Hey, yeah, these cars are fun for doing a burnout.
What an incredible event. And that's another big thanks to everybody at SDC Motorsports. We should have some time here shortly to have a word with several of the drivers, and that will be awesome to just get a word with them and really thank everybody that put this on. This was a fun event. It really was really fun.
Yeah, I had a great time. This was very fun. The guys really did a great job on driving these Legends cars around this track. I was very impressed with a lot of these drivers. Byron Daly, Ray Alfala, guys we see on the oval tracks. All that, we're used to seeing them competing at the top levels of the oval racing, and to see them come out here and show that they're talented not only on the oval, but you can put them in the squirreliest car on the road races and they'll kick butt here too. So that's awesome to see.
It really is. And I don't know if Sam can hear us or not. We talked to Sam. He did a great job driving the pace car tonight. That was awesome. Let's see if we can get the winner in here. I want to see if we can find them and get them in here for an interview here shortly, and we'll see how that goes out shortly. In the meantime, Kane, what an event we just talked about. It takes a lot for something like this to come together, and so many people to be thanked out there. And I know when the drivers come in for some interviews, they'll be giving out thanks to everybody, but I don't want to miss anybody. I'll tell you who I wanted to come talk to real quick is I do want to have a word with
some good
Nigel.
Sorry, guys.
No, that's all right. I was bringing you in real quick for a quick word. I just wanted to, since you are, I'll call you one of the founding members of SDC Motorsports, I wanted to get you in here just really to, first of all, good job racing, buddy. That was quite a battle between you and Ray there at the end.
Yeah, that was a whole lot of fun. Thank you, big thank you to Sam Compton there for organising this. The format he run was a hoot, and I think everybody enjoyed it. It seemed to be getting some kind words there in the sim right after. So yeah, thanks to Sam, and yeah, great battle. I had quite a bit of racing there with Harrison in the first and last sector, and then Ray was moving up quick. So fair play. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome news, buddy. That's awesome. And I just wanted to tell you did a great job. But we were talking about what all it takes to put on an event like this. And look how much the SDC Motorsports has grown, buddy, just in this short time. You've put in a lot of hard work, Nigel. You and Marty.
Yeah, I think we've been lucky, really, with myself and Marty, obviously, kind of getting the ball rolling with SDC. But Chris Hogan and all of our guys, Sam for organising today, I can't mention everybody, but we have such a great team. Everybody sort of mucks in and does their part, and it makes everything run a lot smoother. So no, we have a great crew. I think we're gonna have an excellent season 2 here with iRacing, and we've also got V8 Supercars New Zealand. They've come on board to help us out on the V8 side of things for next season, and we thank them for coming on. So anybody out there, check them out. They're a fan page on Facebook there, and I'm sure they're really busy this weekend with the Auckland V8s going on. But yeah, that's awesome. And one last thing I will say is a big shout out to Matthew Nethercote too. Hopefully you got to take a look at the safety car for our event today, and it's a big thanks to Matthew for putting that together for us too.
Absolutely, Nigel. Well, I just wanted to get you in here, buddy. You did a great job there out on the track. It's fun to watch you out there in a Legends car, and you did a great job on the paints on the. Now, did you paint the Legends car?
Yes, I was responsible for that too. It was a bit of a throw together last night, but no, it came out pretty nice. I think cars hopefully they stood out there, and the guys put on a good show. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So thanks, guys.
Awesome, buddy. Well, thanks a lot, Nigel. It's great talking to you as always. This is Nigel Baines, everybody, one of the founding members of SDC Motorsports. He does quite a lot for this group, and we're happy to have him.
Yeah, fantastic job, Nigel. Thanks, and you guys in the booth here, you did a fantastic broadcast as well. So we would like to thank you guys.
Oh, thank you. And we got lots of folks to interview before, and that's Sam Compton, everybody. We talked to him pre-race. Let's bring in the winner. Let's bring in Harrison Wildelitz. And Harrison, do you have a copy with us, buddy?
Yeah, I got you. Hoping that my microphone's working right now.
It is. We hear you loud and clear, buddy. First of all, congratulations on winning the SDC Invitaional event. That was incredible driving out there in that Legends car.
Oh, I appreciate it. It was nerve-wracking to say the least. I mean, I guess everyone who was watching saw that I probably wasn't the fastest guy there, but Ray made that mistake in the first little heat race. And so I inherited the lead, and that's really what we needed, because after that first race, I knew that we'd be in the front row if we won the heat race. And so, I mean, I was nervous holding off Ray. I mean, everyone knows how good he is, and he hasn't run road courses for a long time, but just a couple years ago, he was in road DWC, I think, running 10th in points or something like that.
Wow, that's impressive. And I said it in the broadcast, you were the fastest car as a whole, because you kept it consistent throughout the whole race, and that's what mattered, and it paid off in the end.
Yeah, I put at least an hour's worth of practice in, because I wanted to come out here and be really competitive, and a lot of great drivers on this roster. I mean, just for my team alone, we had Byron there as well, and he's a Oval DWC driver, really good on the road courses as well. Nigel was it was a fun race. I was side by side lap 1, just trying to clear Nigel, and he was really just beating me in certain sections of the track. And I guess my background in oval racer kind of came out, because he was beating me under hard braking and into like turn 5, not sure what the number was, and a few other sections, but a lot of the faster corners I think I did pretty well in.
Absolutely, buddy. You did a wonderful job, and we were happy to have you here on the broadcast. Thank you so much for coming and having a word with us, Harrison. And I hope I got your last name right. I didn't want to butcher it up, and I said he deserves better. So, but we really enjoyed having you, buddy, and great job. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like to thank Slip Ankle Motorsports for having me on here for this race, and Sam Compton and everyone else, Nigel, everyone who was putting this event on. A lot of fun to be a part of, and I'm really glad to get the invite.
Absolutely. Like I said, really happy to have you here, Harrison, and thanks a lot, buddy. We'll hopefully see you again real soon.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's Harrison Wildelitz, everybody. And now we'll bring in the gentleman that battled really hard with Harrison all race long and just couldn't catch him, just ran out of laps at the end, Mr. Ray Alfalla. Ray, do you have a copy with us, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Man, and I haven't seen you ever run in a Legends car, Ray. You did a fantastic job out there. I thought you were going to get them there. The only thing we missed was what happened when we when you fell back there. We didn't get to see what happened.
Well, I self-spun out of the lead lap 3. That was not optimal, and you know, I haven't driven this car in like 6 years, but it's a lot of fun. I tried it yesterday for the first time, you know, in that long, and it was like, wow, this is gonna be a pretty fun race. And then convinced Harry to wake up in time to run the race, and Harry spots for me over in the World Championship, and so I knew he was fast, and we brought the T guys over here, and so yeah, self spun and went to the back, tried to get Brian Blackford into a transfer spot, and he added a full tank of fuel by mistake, so he was just all over the place, and there was a lot of confusion under yellow because we had no idea what was going on, and the final restart we were all just like 6 wide, and you know,
it was great. There was a lot of confusion on the broadcast too, but I think for what we did, it really worked out well. It was really fun seeing you guys 3 wide starting there on that final restart. I thought you guys did really well.
And it looks fantastic. It really did. It looked amazing on the broadcast. Have you guys starting 3 wide like that? It was pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm sure it was confusing as a driver though.
Yeah, we were 2 wide, and then they were 3 wide, and I'm like, why are these guys 3 wide? Now they're 4 wide, and now they're 5 wide. Oh, I guess we're just gonna do it like this, okay?
Yeah, it was really entertaining, and like I said, it was a little interesting from a broadcasting point of view. Luckily Kane knew exactly how many laps we had left. I kept losing count there without having iRacing tell me exactly how many we have. So it was kind of fun there. But I think, man, if you'd have maybe another 2 laps, you might have got Harrison there. That was really fun watching you guys. And best of luck to you in all your other races there, Ray. It's really good talking to you. We were happy to have you here at the SDC Invitational, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a really, really fun event.
Absolutely, buddy. Thanks again. Anybody you want to thank before you get out of here?
Well, everybody over at Slip Angle Motorsports, you know, it took a few days just to get this organized because it just came out of the blue. So, but they all showed up, and you know, we had a good time, and that's all you can ask for.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, thanks a lot, and hope to hear from you again real soon, Ray.
Thanks. Have a good one, guys.
And that is Ray Alfala, everybody. Really fast today, and really good race. And shoot, that was just a killer restart, Kane. Every time I think about it, that 3 wide, we got to find a way to get that more often. Let's bring in some other drivers now. Let's bring in Brooks Westfall, another member here at SDC Motorsports. Brooks, what's going on, buddy?
Not much. How are you doing?
Oh, doing fantastic, buddy. That was, like we just talked about with Ray, that was a really, really interesting race and very exciting to watch you guys out there in the Legends car. I know as drivers, you guys don't spend a lot of time practicing in the Legends cars. Tell us how that was getting in this Legends car and trying to be fast with some of the SimRacing's fastest road drivers.
Well, this was actually the first time I've driven the Legend car on the road courses. I mainly stick to oval racing, so road racing is not really my forte, and just fighting that car all night. It was just so much fun racing with Shaun. We had some really good moments, you know, side by side crossover moves. That was just some of the most fun I've ever had, and my hat's off to Shaun for racing so well with me, considering of my inexperience on road courses.
Yeah, and for you to be in your first time on a road course in a Legends car and make the final with these names in this lineup, that's unbelievable, Brooks. You should be very proud of yourself. That's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was so great to see like Alfala and Blackford, all those names up there. I mean, I felt like I was in a poorly split A fixed race from that, just because of I'm nowhere near the skill set that they are, and just to have the opportunity to race with them was just amazing.
It really was great. Such a great event just to have all these names in one place. It's almost like an all-star race. It's really great to have all you guys out there. You did a fantastic job. Brooks, anybody you want to thank, though, before you get out of here, buddy?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Sam for putting this on. He did an amazing job, and that's actually the fastest I've ever seen him go in the V8. So that's a little fun. And I'd
We'll see
like to
about
thank
that, Brooks. We'll see about that.
I'd like to thank Shaun too. That was just amazing racing, and yeah, that's about it.
Absolutely, Brooks. Thank you so much for coming and having a chat with us, buddy. You did a really good job out there, especially knowing that was your first time in a Legends car on a road course, buddy. Once again, congratulations on doing such a great job with these names.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And that is Brooks Westfall, everybody. Another wonderful member here at SDC Motorsports. Really had a great drive out there. Had some fun moments out there. One of the guys he had fun with that just joined us here, Shaun Cole. Shaun, you here for a driver interview, buddy?
Yeah, I am, and I'm still sweating from the whole thing being a driver.
Boy, you and me both there. That broadcast was kind of fun there, seeing you guys restart 3 wide. That's pretty fun. That's something I've never seen before in sim racing on iRacing with a human pace car driver by Mr. Sam Compton. That sure was fun.
It was awesome, but it was really cool is just the sound of it. I mean, you should hear all of those little Legends cars revving up, that many cars, that tightly bunched together. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see the broadcast. It was really great looking. You guys looked like y'all were pinpoint started. You couldn't, I mean, you wouldn't believe that y'all could have started like that. It looked very organized. And just to talk about the racing a little bit, Shaun, you had quite a few good battles on your hand and handled yourself very nicely.
Yeah, I had some moments out there, but I'm blown away by the pace these guys are running. I mean, it took everything I had just to keep most people off of me. And if I'd get on top of somebody and it was like I couldn't do anything to make a move, but I always found myself sort of in the middle of things, and it was really exciting and fun, that's for sure. And a couple of guys I had some, mini lap long battles with.
Oh, absolutely. And you guys really did. I mean, honestly, for that, I told Brooks just a second ago, I said, this is like an all-star race when you get this many names. You got some of SimWorld's greatest names in here. And you got Ray Alfala in here and all these. I'm not going to go through the list again because we've said them a million times. But, I mean, like Nigel Baines, this guy was lightning fast in a Legends car. I've never seen Nigel in a Legends car. Where did that speed come from, guys? Everybody was fast.
Well, like you said, this group of extremely talented drivers, but it's like, again, in this Legend, I can't imagine anybody's that well practiced, and it's a really unusual car. It's not your everyday car to drive, so it just kind of shows you. I mean, again, the lap time some of those guys are running just shows you the skill level of these guys. I didn't know some of these oval guys are going to be so fast on the road course, though.
That's what got me is the oval guys that were hanging with the road guys on the road here in a Legends car. That was really fun to watch. And like I said, Shaun, it was fun watching you. You really put down some great battles. And I can see why you're sweating. You did a really good job and handled yourself very well.
Thank you very much, and once again, thanks for this. I'm already looking forward to next year. I can't wait to see what you have up your sleeve for next year. So I'll be there for sure.
Absolutely, buddy. You know that we'll have something up our sleeve. Anybody you want to thank before you get out of here, Shaun?
Like I said during the interview, I just want to thank all you guys there at V8sonline. I want to thank Sam and SDC Motorsports for getting me involved. And, this is a great platform and a great time for me all the way around. So thanks to everybody. And, one thing I also want to thank is, the last few months, I've gotten a lot of emails from people waiting for me to get back on the air, so to speak. And it's been a big part of why I'm coming on and why I'm coming on so strong. So I want to thank everybody out there who's been a fan and anybody who's out there who's thought the best for me, and it's all coming around right now. So thank you, everybody.
Absolutely, Shaun. We're happy to have you back. It's good to hear your voice and good to see you, buddy. We look forward to seeing you real soon, bud.
Thanks again.
And that is Shaun Cole, everybody. Fantastic job for him today as well. Getting that wonderful interview and then doing a killer job with some of Sim Racing's greatest. Now I'm going to bring in here a really good friend of mine, another driver. Had a pretty good day, Mr. Marty Carroll. Marty, what's going on?
How are you, JD, Kane?
Doing fantastic, buddy. You know we're always doing good whenever we get a chance to chat with you. It was really fun watching you out there, Marty, and you had a great start to the race. Started in 6th. I was very proud of you, and you were doing a great job. Looked like you might have had a little connection issue, though, at one point.
Yeah, for some reason I had the iRacing sim crashed on me twice during the race. So it's been a little technical glitch I've had for just over a week or so now. So I don't know what to do to get to the bottom of it, but all in all, it was just an awesome event.
Pack up your bags and move from Aussie over here to the United States of America. That's right.
I'm pretty sure you want to come and live on the Queensland coast, don't you?
Actually, you're right. I'll just move over there. We'll just have to find a way to get us some really fast internet over there, and that sounds good to me, Marty.
We're only about 10 years behind, but we do have some fiber optic internet around the place.
Hey, that's doing okay. You guys are coming around, and it's awesome. I want to come visit you soon, buddy. But it was awesome getting to see you out there, Marty. You did a really good job. That's got to be a great thing. I know we got some big things expected from you in season 2. But one thing I did mention, we talked to Nigel earlier, and Nigel and you are pretty much the founding members of SDC Motorsports. And I was telling him just in this short time to go from creating this team all the way to what we just had, this big event. It's really, really an awesome thing that it just has grown this much, this fast.
Yeah, well, as you and Kane know, has been part of our squad, is when we decided to put the team together, we made sure we got the right people that got along, and everyone's taken initiative and taken their roles, by the horn, so to speak. And yeah, big shout out to Sam Compton he come to me and said, I want to do this, can I do it? And I let him go with it, and this is what he came up with. So.
And speaking of Sam, he's the one that needs to be in here with us right now. Sam, you're on the broadcast again. I'm bringing you back in if you have a copy. You can hear us?
10-4.
All right, kind of have a little group chat here. I'm talking with Marty right now. We're just talking about what a great event. I know this event was, you kind of took the bull by the horns here and really did so much for this event. And we all want to thank you, buddy, for putting so much thought, time, and effort into this event. It truly was great. Maybe it'll be an annual event now.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was quite fun putting it together and trying to get a good list of drivers. And yeah, I think SDC for sure will host something every week 13. We'll mix it up a bit. We might do an oval next time.
Now you're talking JD's language. Get the V8s out there in an oval or something. Who knows?
You might have to go down on the track, JD, and I might have to come up into the booth.
That's what we'll do. We'll swap roles, and that'll be fun. I tell you what. But in all seriousness, Sam, we thank you very much, buddy. You did a wonderful job, and it really turned out to be a great event. Anybody that you want to thank, Sam, before we get out of here?
I just want to thank everyone at SDC for bringing me over, and I think we got a great team. We got a lot of good times ahead of us, and I'd like to thank every driver that made this event. So everyone drove very respectfully, and yeah, it was really good. And of course, I'd like to thank v8sonline and the broadcasters, and our sponsor, Spotty Dog Cakes.
That's right. For those that don't know the SDC, that's Spotty Dog Cakes, baby. Thank you very much, Sam. And Marty, thank you very much as well, buddy. Kane, anything you want to say thanks to before we get out of here, buddy?
I'd just like to thank SDC for putting this all together, and thanks Sam for his hard work and getting this thing organized, and working on getting the field organized and the pacing and everything. It was a lot of hard work that Sam put into this thing, as well as some of the other guys. But thanks to all of them for putting this thing together. Thanks to v8sonline for hosting the event, and very special thanks to Shaun Cole for coming and talking with us today and doing an interview. That was very exciting to hear what's coming up for Shaun. That's pretty much it. Thanks to everybody who watched. Yeah, the viewers make things that much special. To have as many people as we had log in to watch this race, It was exciting. Very great show tonight.
That's it, buddy. And at last, that's about it. I really just want to thank. I want to thank Shaun for coming in and obviously having an interview with us and racing with us here today, especially putting up with my craziness, my crazy questions, and put forth. We got a laugh or two, and but I really want to thank the viewers that come in and week out and constantly are giving us feedback, and that's what we really appreciate. A lot of people don't realize what it takes to put a consistent broadcast together, especially with the amount of things that you have to go through, Kane, dealing with all of these crazy glitches that we come across each week. And every time iRacing does a new build, it really takes a lot. So thank you, and thank SDC Motorsports for having me as a member. And I just can't wait till we get to starting at season 2. We got a lot of great things coming up. And I want to make sure for all the viewers out there, make sure you come by and check out some of our normal broadcasts for the official series. We do a wonderful broadcast on Friday evenings when we do the V8 Supercar America series. There's some awesome, amazing drivers in there. A lot of them you saw today. And then also on Wednesday evenings, we do the NASCAR iRacing Series Top Split, the Road to Pro. And a lot of those drivers, you saw some of them today here in this event as well. So make sure you guys keep up with what's happening with V8sonline and SDC Motorsports. And in the meantime, we'll be getting back to you real soon. We love doing special events like this. So thank you, everybody. And I tell you what, I think that's going to call it a day. I really appreciate everything that everybody has done. And I tell you what, we'll be getting ready to start season 2 real soon. Thanks everybody again, and y'all have a wonderful night.
Contact free. Close. Let's have
Muggleton just has to cross over this crest. He will cross the line and will win the championship.